Kieran Baggs manager. How are you feeling?
Yeah, relieved if anything. Obviously delighted with the result. There's no better way to win a big game on penalties. Great for the fans, unbelievable crowd here today, and just delighted for everyone involved with the football club. So yeah, I actually wasn't nervous at all before the game. I felt like really confident, really organised going into the game, and they're the ones that worry me the most. And we were 1-0 down at half time, but I felt across the course of the game that we created more, dominated the game, and I thought that probably deserved to win. I'll be the first one to say if we've been lucky. I got told in the Deal game, obviously we rode our luck at times. They had a lot more possession, and we were lucky to come through, not conceding a goal. But today, I thought we were absolutely superb. On another day, we could have found the net early on. But yeah, just overriding a feeling of joy. So yeah, absolutely delighted for all the boys, everyone who gives up their hard-earned time. You know, we are doing this as a hobby, and these are the days that will live long in the memory for Corsham now.
What changed at half time? Because the guys came out and they really powered on through in that second half. I mean, it was end to end and there was pressure at both ends. But what did you say to them?
Well, I thought we were good value. Even we were 1-0 down. I made one change at half time. Callum Demkiff come on, our top goal scorer. He's been struggling with a knee injury and he's not hardly played at all. So I don't think we were going to get 90 minutes out of him. So it was up to me to decide whether we maybe get 45 or 60 out of him, or maybe we might be chasing the game and need a bit of magic from him. But I think he sort of changed the complexion of the game. Obviously we had then two outlets of his brother Dan on the either side, and they caused a lot of hassle for the Brixham back four, but there was really nothing between the two sides. I think if anyone here watching, it could have gone either way. They had probably less half chances than us, but across the game really, really even. But I think, and I might be being biased, I think that we deserved that. We deserved that on the basis of 90 minutes. So I don't know what it is about this competition in myself, but we keep finding ourselves here in the later stages of the competition. Obviously with Melksham, it was a little bit more of a finished product. You know, at Melksham, I inherited a really, really good side, as I've told you multiple times. Here, I built it from scratch over 2 to 3 years. So to be in this position again in the quarterfinals is something that I'm really, really proud of. Probably one of my proudest achievements in football, taking this football club to the quarterfinals of the Vase. Talk
me through your thought process and the time frame when you realise that it's moments away from that full-time whistle and you know it's going to go to pens. What's going through your mind at that point?
I mean, we've had pretty much the same 4 penalty takers nearly every single round. There's only been one change in each time. And each time that person who's taken the second penalty, and it's been a different person, has missed. So it wasn't a great surprise to me. Matt Jenkins missed one down at Brislington. Nath Davis missed one at Wootton Bassett. And then James Rubsby missed the second one today. So I didn't actually, worry too much about that. The 4 other penalty takers have taken them all in every single round and dispatched their penalties brilliantly. And so I think they had a lot of confidence based off of that. But I think just being organised and making sure that mentality-wise that boys know they're stepping up to take penalties. And once you've done 2 or 3 of them in big occasions, I don't think the mentality then gets worse. It gets better the more you do. So the other 4 boys that stepped up and took their penalties really, really well. I've done that 2 or 3 times now in this competition. So every time we go to penalties in a minute, I fancy us just because of how well we've done so far.
Did it surprise you that Brixham let their keeper go up to take their final penalty?
Well, I heard in the last round he's put one in the top bin. So, it's their prerogative. And if he was confident enough to step up and say he wanted one, maybe not that early on, it wouldn't be for me to pick, but obviously if they had success with it before, there's no reason to change it. Jeppo's come off with another big save, obviously done enough to make the lad hit the bar in the other penalty, and then it was the last kick again for Dan Demkiff, same as down at Brislington. He took the 5th penalty, and the same at Wootton Bassett, he took the 5th penalty, and the same for him today. Stepped up, dispatched it, and then you've seen the scenes of celebration.
And what do you think it means to this town? Because we've seen over the last few weeks that the community starting to rally together. The attendance today here has been absolutely phenomenal. The crowd have really let themselves be heard. What does it mean to Corsham, do you think, for this?
Well, I think it's a credit to all the directors how much effort they put into making this a big occasion. We've had the Army Regiment here with bagpipes and drums and flares. All the kids from AFC Corsham have come out waving flags and banners, and they're coming onto the pitch and having photos with the captain and vice captain, the goal scorers. I think that's a credit to the directors for involving the community so much and getting behind something. It's easy just to bury your head in the sand and just get organised for a big game, but unless you go out and sell it to the people and make people aware of it, then people won't come. So I think it's a huge credit to them on the sales side of that they've gone out and they pushed it as much as they can. And it is only going into the quarterfinals of the Vase, but still, it's a huge moment for Corsham Town. It's not notoriously known as a football town. Obviously, the Melksham numbers up at that facility are always going to live long in memory against Thatcham in that game. But if we can get a home tie and get everyone back here to Corsham even bigger and better, then who knows? But it's not to be enjoyed for too long, because obviously we still got league and cup action at domestic level. So that's where we obviously need to turn our attentions to now. But I'll definitely go and have a couple of Guinness and Blacks in the bar now.